So let's look at Baidu. It rallies up, all right? You see the spot right here? See that bar right there? And then you see the high right here on this bar? Look at the high on this bar. Volume is good. Volume is good. On this bar, note this. It gapped up, ran up a bit, and actually closed down a little bit. So what's the real important trigger bar? We'd like to see it take out the tops of this bar right here. Okay? There we go. Now, take a step further. How did it close on that bar right there, folks? It gapped up, frittered around, and closed up on the day on a pickup in volume. That's good. Now look at today. It's approaching that high. It's not quite there, but it's approaching it. But what so far is really missing on this bar? What's missing? And you can see it. So far, it's missing volume. I'm making this video at 10:37 Central Standard Time, and you can see it's missing volume. Now, maybe it'll come in, but at this point in time, volume on this bar is 2.38 million. Volume on this bar is 14 million. So it's a sixth, basically. It's not that strong here, folks, on this bar. All right? We're going to have to see some power. It's actually a fifth, excuse me. We've got to see some volume, power, and price push on this bar to overtake the top of this bar. And this is the beautiful thing. You can glance at it right now and say, well, there's really nothing there. You're right. But what do we want to see? Again, high on this bar, 264.94. High on this bar, 261.90. And notice how this bar, it gapped up and fell. So what can be a cheater entry? Okay, and again, this is the real world. We can wait for this, tops of this bar, but if it pushes through the top of this bar with really good volume, that could be a buy. One other thing to notice. See this bar? There's a little bit of selling volume on this bar and this bar. Weak closes. So it needs to lift through these tops here and then here, hopefully both, and do it with real volume. And at this moment, the volume is very low on the stock. Here's Nvidia. First lesson. As I said before, charts have personalities. Look at this. It runs up and it tails off. See that right there? Were there people buying it up there? You're darn right they were. Of course. And then it drops pretty hard here, folks. That's a decent, that would hurt. 40 points, that's a stinger right there. Over 40 points. So then it drops. And then it rallies right back up almost to that same spot. And it drops again. Think about this. Charts are a reflection of investor emotions. Fear, greed, panic, complacency. Right here. It runs up and drops again. Who do you think's selling right in here? Selling into this bar and into this bar as it gaps down? Look at that. There's a gap there. Who do you think's selling? I'll tell you who's selling. You think there were people that bought it up here and watched that sucker drop down almost 50 points and watched it rally back up? And what did they say? Thank God I'm back at my price. Let's sell. There you go. Again, charts reflect people's emotions. And a big part of it is people trying to protect their ego. Protect their pocketbook, protect their ego. Runs right up there. And what happens? Surprise, surprise. Just like Gomer Pyle. It's met with sellers. And down it goes again. Look at that. And then it rallies back up again. And yesterday. And what's it do, folks? It closes here. It opens here. It runs all the way back up near those old highs. And then it reverses down on a pickup in volume. Who do you think's selling? Who do you think's selling? The people that bought it up here that didn't sell. And then folks that bought it down here and watched it rally right back up to those old highs. Who's selling here? Think about it. The people that bought it down here and saw it approaching these old highs. People that bought it here and didn't sell and got their you-know-what kicked and watched it come all the way back up and said, oh gosh, I'll hang on to it. And it does this again. And then it comes right back up near there. And what do they say? It's close to my price. I can protect my ego and my pocketbook. I'm selling. And it drops down again. There's a good moral here. As I stated, charts have personalities. Use them to your benefit. At Mission Winners, we teach this, we coach this. It trains people's eyes on what to look for, and it makes them better than others. and it will help you make money. It helps you control your emotions, which leads to better thinking, which leads to greater profitability.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.